Hey y'all, we are going to Dallas today, so I have a long drive. So I figured that I would go live for a little bit. I don't know how long my battery is going to last, so I'm going to let y'all know that this live stream will probably be as long as my battery lasts. We'll see what that is. And I have to drive I-49, which is usually not the best for internet connection. So if the internet goes out and I stop live streaming, it might be because of that as well. So they thought that this would be a good test to test out some live streaming on some new platforms as well. I found a few other ones out there, Twitch and D Live and Trovo, and then of course I wanted to go to some of the other usual spots that I show up at, the Facebook, the YouTubes, all that type of stuff. So let's drive, and we might be able to chat. I don't know. I have to look at that. Chat. Boom. Hey, Kevin, I see you in here. How you doing? Been doing all right? I got your email. Happy Labor Day to you too. From Lakeland, Florida. So while we're driving, I can't really play music due to copyright issues, you know. So we're just gonna have to chat. I want to chat. I and of course, whenever I'm in like cities and whatnot, I'm obviously can't keep looking this way. If I'm at a red light like I am right now, though, I can easily do like this. You guys follow me on Amazon yet? I've kind of been doing a lot of stuff on Amazon. It's the URL's kind of weird. My Amazon stuff. Oh, I guess I need to get my phone paired so I can hear my directions. Can I do that? Ha! There it is. All right, now I should be able to hear. Oh, that's some music. Can't have all that. I gotta figure out how. At the next red light, I'll have to turn off the music. Are we still good? It looks like we're still good. We're still live. I got a little message saying that there was an error, but that seemed to have gone away. So it's just been like a little dead zone or something. I last time, I think it was no, it was a couple of years ago. I think we I got a speeding ticket whenever I was driving, but I was going to New Orleans, and that's a different ball game from here because whenever you're in Lafayette and you're going to New Orleans, usually the smartest way to go is down I-90, or not I-90, Highway 90, and it kind of takes you through like the backside of New Orleans, especially if you're trying to get to the airport. But the problem is that you go through these small towns, and at one point it like the speed limit just keeps dropping and changing and going up and down and all this type of stuff. And so that's where I got a speeding ticket last time, which was not fun. It's never fun getting that. So we're gonna hopefully not do that again. Don't want to have to pay that bill. Alrighty, so we are headed out. Let's see, we're gonna go. Okay, so we're just gonna go out. So through Lafayette, there's a street called the Evangeline Thruway, which is kind of like the main road. I-49 basically turns into that, and so we're gonna take that route today, and hopefully we can have a nice, comfortable drive. Like I said, I'm not too sure. Let's see how much battery. I didn't even look at how much battery power I have. I'm at a red light. At a red light. I got 85%, so I have no clue how long that's going to last while streaming. It's kind of a test, too. I'm curious to know how long my computer and my internet will last while doing a live stream. It'd be kind of fun to live stream while we're out traveling a lot more. I like to travel, which I do on a few other of my social networks and whatnot. I post some of our travel stuff, and I was hoping to do more live stuff. I remember back in 2022, I believe it was, like every now and again, I just kind of go live if we were doing like a fun thing uh, on Facebook. I did it actually, facebook.com/lanevids. I'm ready for our raining season to be over. Yeah, I hear you. Been getting a lot of rain. Some people in Florida need a break. Yeah, no, Louisiana is basically the same. You get those afternoon showers all the time, and they just they kind of don't let up. So I know what you mean by that. But what was I saying? I was saying something, and now I don't remember. I hate whenever I can't remember something. I was talking about going live. Um, so back in 2022, we were up in 2023. It's 2 years ago. About one and a half, I guess it would be. We went to Minnesota, and we were out at Voyageurs National Park. And while we were up in Voyageurs, we went out on a boat, because you can take a little boat ride through the waterways and whatnot up there. And I was able to go live. I was so surprised that I had a signal way out there, but I was able to go live and kind of show the boat ride and all that type of stuff, which was super fun. So if you want to, you can go back. I think I only did it on Facebook. I need to figure out, I have my computer right now, and I use a program called Restream to stream to a whole bunch of different places. You know what I need to do? I need to turn off this audio. But I can't do that from my phone, which is kind of frustrating. So it would be nice if they had some kind of built-in app or something like that to be able to stream out to all the different platforms. I remember I found out about it back in 2018 about this platform, and it works well if you're at your computer, but whenever it comes to mobile live streaming, it just doesn't work that well. And I'd really like to go live on as many channels as I can, just to reach the max amount of audience and whatnot. So I can okay, I'm not gonna be able to do this a lot, but I can show your comments. Check that out. That's fun. Always forget that I can do that. I just got to click on them. So if we get to a stop or whatever and somebody leaves a comment, I can do that. Okay, so like I said, we're headed to Dallas. We're not getting a speeding ticket. We have 5 hours and 40 minutes of driving. So we'll see how long we can do this for. Lafayette Airport right there. I could have flown out, but then I couldn't do a live stream, right? It's kind of fun to do the live stream while we're driving and whatnot. I think if I was a solo traveler, I'd probably do a ton of live streams. I think that would be really fun to just connect with a traveler, doing live streams as they travel. I think that would be super cool. It's just really hard to do with kids. And like I said, whenever I did that one live stream while we were out on the boat, that was kind of a situation where everybody was occupied doing stuff. We're kind of in the confines of the boat, so not too much could go wrong. I didn't have a bunch of baggage with me that I had to take care of, and so it was nice to take a moment and do that. I feel like I did it somewhere else too. I can't remember. Oh no, there was another time. Was it? Okay, so there are 2 times on a boat actually. Now that I can remember, in 2022 on Facebook, I went live while we were taking the Mackinac Island ferry, because we were up in Michigan, and some friends told us that we had to go to Mackinac Island, and so we went up there, and I got a red light. D-Live, welcome to D-Live. So D-Live is another streaming platform I just found. If you need help or want to meet D-Live community members, head over to our Discord. Okay, cool. And they give you their guidelines and all that. Cool, awesome. So that lets me know that I'm streaming to D-Live. Nice. By the way, Kevin, hooking it up, watching from the YouTube. Definitely appreciate that. But whenever we were in Michigan, we were on the ferry going to Mackinac. If you guys don't know what Mackinac Island is, it's an island in Michigan that you can only get to by a boat, and they don't allow any cars on the island. So it's all horse and carriage, horse and buggy type of transportation. They have bikes. You can get bikes and you can walk. It's very cool. Very different place because it is touristy, especially right at like where the ferries dock and whatnot, because not a lot of people have transportation to be able to get around. But while we were there, we just walked. We could have rented a bike, but Beckett doesn't know how to ride a bike without training wheels, and two, we would have to pay for the bikes, which times that by 5 people, and that gets to be expensive. But that was a really cool. But whenever we like to hike and whatnot too, so we were fine walking, and it's not that big of a place whenever you're going to just some of the little hiking spots around the area. And so we hiked on over to like this arch place. We found a playground. There was a cool Catholic church there. It's amazing like how you can find Catholic churches on just about every place. Have you ever noticed that? Like everywhere you go, like we went to the Grand Canyon, and there's a Catholic church at the Grand Canyon. If you guys don't know, we're Catholic. There's a Catholic church at the Grand Canyon. We went to Mackinac Island, and there's a Catholic church on Mackinac Island. So there was one place where we were staying in like the sticks of North Dakota last year. We were in, I think the town was called Amadon or something like that. And we had to like drive to get to church. But that was okay because we also wanted to go, it was Father's Day. We wanted to go find a good place to eat, like a good steak or whatever. And so right outside the church, actually the priest who was there recommended a particular steakhouse. And that's the one that we went to. That was like one of the best steaks that I had ever had while we were out traveling. Honestly, of all time, I would venture to say that was like a really, really good steak. And they may have just had like a lot because it was Father's Day. So I figured a whole bunch of people would be eating steaks. And so maybe they just had like a whole bunch of fresh steaks. That could have been another reason. But it was cooked perfectly, tasted delicious. I don't know how they seasoned it or whatnot, but man, it was good. But where was I going? I just start going off on these tangents and I just forget what I was talking about. But it was 20. Did I mention? Yeah, we were up in that area where, no, Mackinac Island. That's it. Okay, I was talking about live streaming. So last year, I don't think I live streamed that much. I did the one boat thing in Voyagers, but after that, oh no, wait. See, sometimes I get confused because sometimes I'll also like want to vlog certain things. And so I'll just like turn on the camera and start talking to it as opposed to live streaming. And there was one thing where I could have did that while I was driving to go fill up the car with gas because it was like on empty, which is kind of a freaky thing whenever you got to drive far distances because you're in like small towns. So we were on empty and I was just praying that I would get there. So I figured I'd vlog it just to have some content for that, which I still need to edit all that. Oh God, the vlogs have been so like the dad review stuff has kind of taken on a life of its own. I've just been focused on that a lot. So I need to get my travel vlogs kind of go. I've thought about moving some of my travel stuff over to the dad reviews channel. Just trying to figure out the best way to do it. I haven't quite figured that out yet. So that's one thing that I've been struggling with, and trying to find a way to see if I could just incorporate travel stuff into dad reviews, which is a possibility. just a lot of my dad review stuff, I don't edit it, so I can usually pump out content a lot quicker for it. And the travel stuff, I usually have to edit it, and I'm so focused on that, it's hard for me to get out the rest of the stuff, which is aggravating because I want to be able to do it. Maybe once I can get the dad reviews kind of all like it's easy, a little bit easier, not taking up as much of the workload, I can really go back and, I could start a new YouTube channel just for travel. I think that's one of the other issues that I've had with my channel, the Lane Vids channel, is that I kind of, over the 15 years I've had that channel, like the audience has changed, and my content has definitely changed a lot over time since I started that channel. So that's definitely another factor. My wife just texted me something. I can't read it because I'm driving. Said, please don't something. I'm assuming it's getting to a wreck while I'm driving. So that's the other thing that I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate into the dad reviews, because I want to, and this is one reason why I want to do more live streaming, is because whenever I do the dad reviews content, like I'm focused on the product, and I want to be able to kind of connect with you guys more. Like I used to, like 2008 Lane Vids, I was going live every week. I was connecting with all of you guys, and it was so much fun doing all those live streams. And so I just haven't been able to do that as much because I've been kind of focusing on the product reviews and whatnot on dad reviews. So my reason for wanting to do more live streams is that I can connect with you guys more. And I was thinking maybe doing like every week, kind of start off slow to kind of get a rhythm going, but to do like 15 minutes a week of me going live and just kind of hanging out with you guys, maybe talking about a couple products, or maybe talking about, doing a travel thing or something like that. I just need to kind of figure out a good cadence for that. I don't have a good rhythm for that yet, and I really want to do something like that. And that's, I think, me setting up all these extra live channels and reconnecting on the restream and all that, and going live on all these the platforms that I already have. I thought that I might be able to that'll give me like a better reason to want to go live, if that makes sense. Kind of like forcing myself to do it. And hopefully this live stream is kind of like a big push to like get back in gear with it. I just, that's kind of the big question. You know what, let's set a little cruise control real quick. If I can remember how to do this. Usually a little thing like pops up and lets me do it, and it's not doing it. That's a bummer. Is it staying? No, it's not. Shoot! Ah, there it is. Okay. Set? No, set. There we go. Ah, it's not setting. Why is it not setting? Come on. All right, let me try this again. Set. Take the foot off. No, we're falling. Why is it not setting? This button. So this car right here, if you guys don't know, whenever we were traveling back in 2020, there we go, got it. Back in 2022, my wife's uncle had passed away, and he had this car. And this car is old. I'll get into that in just a minute. But whenever he passed away, the car was to be donated to the local library. And the library can't accept anything but like a cash donation. They can't accept items. And so they had to, her family had to sell the car, and then from there, wherever they got the money from, they could give that to the library. And so we bought it from his estate so that we could have a second car, because we needed a new car. And so we got this one. At the time, it had, I want to say, like 15, maybe 20,000 miles on the car. So it was like, wasn't a lot of mileage. Now get this. This is the kicker. Y'all aren't gonna believe the age of the car. Like I said, it was a super old car, and this car. So what happened was he bought the car, and then he wasn't able to drive it because something happened and it impeded his driving, and so it sat just kind of under his garage for a long time. So this happened with he passed away probably 2-3 years ago or something like that. This car is a 2012 Dodge Charger. And it only has, 28,000 miles on it right now, which I can't believe we got a car at such a great low mileage and at such a good deal. So super blessed to be able to have this thing. But while we were traveling in 2022 was whenever we bought it. We were in Ohio, and we were trying to finalize everything with the car. And so we had never done that before while traveling. And so we had to get all the paperwork signed over. We had to figure out the, how we can go and fax it and all this type of stuff. And, we were in Ohio, so we had to go to an Ohio notary and all that. So it was just a different, usually whenever you buy a car, it's like, oh, right there, idle thing and make it happen. So that was just, it was different. It was a good learning experience for us on how to do that kind of stuff, which was super fun. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Sorry, I'm just seeing you in there. Hello. Your message was short, so I was able to check it out while I'm driving here. So that's kind of where we got this car from, and we got it with super low mileage. The one downside to this car, and other four, is right here. Y'all can't, but right here at the where the stick shift is, the leather is or I guess it's leather, whatever this stuff is made out of, right here. It started to warp. I think it was because it was in the sun for too long or something like that. And it kind of beveled out. If I stop for gas or something, maybe I can show you guys what it's like. But it started to warp a little bit. And I was talking to some other guys who have also had Dodges, and they had the same type of issues. So, sorry, Kevin, I can't read. I saw that you left a comment. I can't read the whole thing right now while I'm driving. I don't like to read and drive. So, but yeah, for all the new people who are here, we have a long drive to Dallas, and I thought that I would go live while I'm on I-49. If you guys don't know, I live in Louisiana. I live in Lafayette, Louisiana, and so I wanted to kind of test out my computer and see how long I could stream for. And so I figured it's like almost 6 hours of driving that I have to do on this Labor Day. Happy Labor Day! I forgot. Kevin sent me that email earlier today about saying Happy Labor Day, and I just remembered, yeah, it's Labor Day. So I don't know what the traffic is going to be like, honestly, being that it's Labor Day. Hopefully it's not too bad, but, people are going to be, coming back from their trips and all that type of stuff. So we'll see what happens. Y'all having a good Labor Day? What are y'all doing for Labor Day? I'm driving. I had to do a little bit of work this morning. There was a few things I had to finish up before I left for my trip. But we had a good weekend, though. It's kind of relaxing. The kids have been watching a show called Expedition Unknown. And it's a really good show. I'd never heard of it before. It's on Discovery, I believe. And it's a show about a guy, and he looks into these legends and mysteries and all that type of stuff, and he tries to like go and figure them out, like see if he can find more clues and follow the leads and all that type of stuff. So it's really interesting from that aspect if you like mystery type stuff. So the first episode was about Amelia Earhart, which Amelia liked because her name is Amelia. um, and so he kind of follows clues about the planes and learns about it. It's a great like learning tool for the kids as well to learn about these points in history. And so that's super fun. It's a really good show. The guy's funny in it. We like travel and adventure and all that, so you get to watch this guy like go to all these different places and go traveling, and so geography aspects to it as well. So for our kids to watch, and they keep it entertaining yet educational at the same time. So if you have kids, even Beckett, like I'm surprised. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna watch the Amelia Earhart show." He knows about the Amelia Earhart show because that was the first episode that we watched. But each episode follows like a different story or legend or whatever. Like there was one about, I haven't watched them all, but there was one about Amber and the Nazis were basically, they took over the place and they found this room. They were taking all the amber out of it, and so there's a whole story behind that and whatnot. So I don't know. I didn't watch that episode. I just saw like little bits and pieces of it. It was super interesting to see. It'd be really cool to have a driving camera going while I need to figure out how to do that. Just to, if I do more of these streams, like up in the corner or something, split screen, something like that, y'all can see the road just to see what I'm seeing. Because you go to some unique, so whenever we travel, we take a bunch of road trips, kind of all across America. And so you see like a whole bunch of different landscapes. And it's really cool to be able to experience all those things, all the things that you see, and the different things that you would expect or not expect from different areas of the United States. So like we were in Colorado, you're driving through the Rockies. It starts out like alpine, pretty chilly because you've got elevation. Then all of a sudden you get up into the tundra, and that's where like there are no trees because it's so cold. We were up there in like June, July of 2021, and so it was cool to be able to experience that type of ecosystem and learn about it. I'm one of those guys where like you gotta like really experience to understand it better. And so that was really cool to experience. Had some egg breakfast. Delicious. Trying to think of what else to talk about. You got any ideas? You ever play the license plate game? Y'all know how to play that? I guess I should ask that first. It's where you gotta look at the license plates on all the cars and find all, or I guess not all, as many of the states as you can. New York. Wow. All the way down here in Louisiana. Got Texas in front of me here. That makes sense because, you know, I'm going to Texas. That's a fun game. Let's see if I can resume this cruise control. Now we can get on over here. Let's see what's going to do. Just whoa, got a truck coming in. All right. A little too fast. All right. Good to go. Nice day for a drive. Just got like fluffy clouds. Oh, but I was talking about all the different landscapes. I forgot about that. The another cool place was, again, 2021. We were driving through Arizona, like the southern part of Arizona. We were going to Tucson. And that area where it just becomes like desert is really interesting. Like it's all these really cool rock formations. Just a really neat landscape. Sun beating down on me. Curious to know what my battery's at. But I can't check it right now. Washington. nice if some of these fluffy clouds came right here. Y'all can see it's nice and hot right there. Getting that good vitamin D, right? 'Wife was right. Meat road trip snacks. I'm glad I brought some. Got meat sticks and that zip bars and all that kind of stuff. Feel like I should eat. Brake lights up ahead. Okay, I think we're good. Just people slowing down. "27 miles down, only 373 more to go." Let's see. 52 miles to Alexandria, Louisiana. Never understood this. On Google Maps, like it has me driving on I-49 going north. And it says similar ETA. And in the past, I've clicked that before, but it kept me on the same path, I feel like. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's something like way down the line that's just saying it's similar. Ooh, what's this license plate? I need y'all to write them down for me. I don't know what that is. It's got like a sun in the middle, like radiating out. It's got blue on the side, so it's like yellow, blue. I know I've seen it before. I just don't know where from. All right, car, come on. Y'all talk to traffic when you're driving. me get over. Another Texas. All right, we are good to go. I don't know if I'll need to get gas. Let me see. Oh yeah, we will. Maybe we'll stop in Shreveport and fill up. Just to make sure that there's no traffic in Dallas. Because I have 366 miles to go. And I can only do about 320 right now. All right. Coasting at a good speed. In the middle of all the traffic, so there's no one around, which is nice. Wow, it's already been 3 minutes? Jeez. Does not feel like that long. Oh, that's why. It's like, man, it's hot. The air vent wasn't pointing on me. That's mo better. Back over. Be a courteous driver. Have y'all ever been to Dallas? I'm going to a conference. This conference, I think, yeah, I think last year was their first year of doing it in Dallas. It's a good venue. Otherwise, I'd have to fly because it was in like LA.